What is up, y'all? Flipmodejp here, and we're playing another game from Spooktober 2020 Visual Novel Jam. This game is by Hazu, and it's a game called Play Dead. Alright, let's see. I told you we should have checked the oil before we left. It's not the oil, it's the radiator, jackass. Well, if you know so much about cars, then you fix it. Do I look like a mechanic? Well, with all those tattoos, wow. Oh, side note, I believe we are a band that's traveling, and as you can see, we got a jacked up ride. Okay, you leave my tattoos out of this, or I swear to God, I will shave your dumb shit hipster beard in your sleep. Oh, damn. You wouldn't dare. What's up with this dude? Try me. I absently swung my baseball cap around to face backwards, ignoring my bandmates' bickering as I walked down the crumbling road, holding my phone in the air in search of modicum of cell service. Oh. See, Brian and Savannah had been at it for a better part of 20 minutes. Jeez. While staring at the steaming mess of mechanisms under the hood of our van. See, old van. Not new either. Okay. Oh, before I get too far into this, hi, I'm Corey, and I'm in a pop punk band called Stop Thief. Cool little layout. We're what you might call up and coming, which means we're super broke and basically homeless, and our families question our life choices a lot, but sometimes people say they like our music, and it makes us happy. Anyway, we were called something else originally, but then, this whole thing happened. Ever since, life on the road has been weird, to put it mildly. Hey, shout out to all my homies that are actually in this situation, as far as being a group, being solo artist, and grinding. It's definitely not easy, that's for sure. I finally stopped about 100 feet up the road, taking in our surroundings. There were woods to one side with large pine trees looming over the cracking pavement and a deep ravine to the other. Fog was settling over the valley, obscuring the mountains in the distance. Let's see, West Virginia. Oh. But I'd been in the middle of a pretty great nap when the van broke down. I didn't see any roadsides around to confirm or deny my suspicion, and Google Maps is pretty useless without a cell tower. Facts. It was then I realized something was off. There were only 3 of us standing on the side of the road like idiots, not 4. Yeah, low-key, how do you miss one person? Especially if you're just chilling in a van. Hey guys, where's Caleb? Savannah and Brian hit pause on their argument. I thought he was in the van. She walked around the van, flinging open the sliding door and poking her head inside. Oh, ooh, y'all lost a homie. Don't tell me you ran off somewhere. Brian sighed, scratching his beard. There's probably bears or something in these woods. See, Savannah had now climbed into the van and was frantically searching under seats and behind suitcases, muttering curses. We should probably look for him. Hey, Savannah, see if there's any flashlights in there. I think I stashed 1 or 2 in the box behind the back seat. Look at you, thinking ahead. I began crawling into the van to help Savannah. Well, someone has to be the adult supervision here. Brian only grunted in response, thankfully not commenting on the fact that he was, in fact, older than me. Ooh. Just as I pulled the second of 2 flashlights out of the cardboard box, there was a scream and a loud thud of something hitting the van from outside. Savannah and I rushed out to find Brian sitting on the ground next to the tire. Oh, Caleb, don't sneak up on me like that. Caleb, who was standing over him with a mildly started look, started to laugh. Man. Alright, man, you jumped really high. Were you trying to get over the hood of the van? Never mind, where were you? You can't just run off like that. Oh, found something cool, go figure. Stuck in the middle of nowhere, someone leaves and it's like, check it out, found this some cool stuff over here. It's worth noting that Savannah, despite hating pretty much everyone, especially Brian, has a weird sibling affection for Caleb. I'm guessing it's just because they grew up together. Gotcha. Oh yeah, where? In the woods. Yeah, for real. Definitely not going there. It's a house though. There might be people there we can ask for help. Brian, Savannah, and I exchange looks. Well, it's worth a shot. Is it though? I sighed and began following Caleb into the forest, clicking on a flashlight. Just come on. Alright, we wandered through the sparse underbrush, something I chalked up to the thick tree cover. It was just reaching dusk outside of the woods, but inside it might as well have been midnight. I wouldn't have been able to see 5 feet in front of my face without the flashlight. Look at him though, he's just like mad happy. Everyone's questionable. Okay, let's see. This is some eerie shit. We should go back. What? Are you scared? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. You probably should be too. We're almost there. How far was this place? Yeah, come on. Like, if this is in the middle of nowhere with no lights on, like, come on. Let's be realistic here, you know? That's sketch. One, it's in the middle of the woods. That's sketch. Two, it's a 2-story house in the middle of the woods. Extra sketch. And 3, no lights are on. Super duper extra sketch. It was a log cabin home, 2 stories with a front porch, and what looks like the remnants of a driveway leading up to it. There are no lights on. See? Who puts a house... Thank you, Brian. I'm glad we think the same exact logic. Someone who doesn't want to be bothered. Then maybe, I don't know, we shouldn't bother them. And what, hitchhike to the nearest town? I'd rather take my chances with that. Are you sure there's even someone in there? It looks pretty abandoned. Yeah, I definitely saw someone moving around. In the dark, though, Caleb? Like, this whole expression, no. Just stop. Oh. See, he already screwed us over. Hey, anyone home? Caleb, stop that. You're gonna get us... Oh. And... door opened. It doesn't look like anyone's home. Maybe they're upstairs. Come on. Bro, you just gonna literally walk in and just go upstairs? You can't just wander into other people's houses. The door was open. Quickly disappeared from sight in the dark house. I mean, yeah, y'all might as well go follow your boy. Yo, you see the chicken? Savannah said, I really don't think anyone's home. Savannah ran her finger through the thick coating of dust on a nearby bookshelf. Place smelled musty with the notes of old people and roadkill. Nice. Then why is there still so much here? It looks like someone left all of a sudden. So Corey wanders in the kitchen. Tons of flies. Brian walked up behind Corey. Yep. On the table was something that looked like it once been a bowl of fruit that had since been decomposed to a pile of dusty goop. So, I mean, it does seem like no one's been here for a hot minute, though. Savannah entered the kitchen and began opening cabinets. She wrinkled her nose as she peered into one below. Oh, dead rat. Made movement as if to smack a fly on her arm, but looked confused when she pulled her hand away and nothing was there. Must have missed it. Lies! There's dead flies all over and you think there's one? Nah, fam. She shut the cabinet, then flung it open again, looking inside. What the... What? I thought I heard something, and the rat's gone. The dead one? I mean, I thought it was dead. It was skin and bones and wasn't moving. Maybe it was napping? Okay. I feel like this is the part where we find a body. Yo, low-key, y'all are in the kitchen, and Caleb went upstairs by himself. In game time, that's probably like... He's probably been gone for like 15 minutes. Brian was cut off by a sharp scream and a thump from upstairs. We exchanged panicked looks. Yep, see? Caleb. Oh, shit. Dang, look, everyone's ready. Let's go. Rushed into the room, fists up, where Caleb was sitting on the floor staring wide-eyed at something. What is it? What happened? Brian suddenly took a step backwards, pointing at something at the end of the bed. Like that. Check that out. That's wild. I think it's a dog. Or it was. The pile of bones curled up on the end of the bed was vaguely canine-shaped. Still had a bit of dried, dusty skin sticking to it. Ugh. There was a dark stain on the blanket underneath it, and a faded red collar hung around its neck. Do you think it just got left behind? At this point, Caleb had recovered as well and was standing back up and wandering closer to the creature. Well, don't touch it. I mean, yeah, that's kind of sad, for sure. One guy must have been waiting for his master to come home. Yeah, Brian's freaked out. He wants to dip. As Savannah, Brian, and I began to file out of the room, I glanced back at Caleb, who didn't appear to be following. Yo, you coming, bro? I thought he saw... Wait, what? I thought he saw him shove something in his pocket, but didn't think anything of it at the time. Oh... You gonna bring stuff back with you, bro? We paraded back down the stairs and re-entered the living room. This is super weird. Savannah shuffled her feet on the dingy carpet, or dingy carpet, sorry. It was a little too soft in a squishy, rotted kind of way. I think weird is the understatement. I agree with Brian. Let's just go back to the van. We began walking towards the door. Suddenly, it slammed shut, blocking our escape route. Sweet. Oh! Strong wind picked up in the room, blowing dust and loose decor everywhere. Strange noise could be heard around the gale. It sounded like barking. Savannah yelled over the wind, shielding her face from flying debris. Hey, how should I know? Oh, baseball cap's gone, bro. Oh, it's the puppers. Hey. It was somewhat transparent, appearing to be a pale bluish color and had 4 paws. Was that a dog? I think it was a dog. I remained still, wide-eyed gaze fixed on the doggo. You do not just take my hat. I mean, to be fair, the wind blew it off, so... Damn, he's mad. I mean it, Mutt. Drop the hat. Took a step forward. Dog hopped side to side a bit, tail wagging as fast as it was a little more than a blur. With a war cry, I launched myself at the dog, who deftly leaped out of the way and took off running with the hat. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Stop, thief. Now, I know this seems like a bit of an overreaction for a hat, but, well, first of all, it's my favorite hat. I have 2 of those, so I 100% understand. It's well worn to the point that there are tears forming around the edges of the bill, which obviously dog slobber is not going to help. Second, the hat is just my thing. Hey, I 100% agree with that. Yo, check out this dude right here. Should we stop him? Brian tried to follow the movement as the dog quite literally flew past him, with me close behind. I don't really know what we should do. There's not exactly a precedent for this situation. I made a dive for the dog and nearly crashed into a coffee table. Caleb, meanwhile, was laughing gleefully at the display. I finally managed to corner the mutt in the kitchen against the cabinets, hopped back and forth playfully, wagging its tail again. I made a grab for it and the dog jumped right through me. Yo, that would creep me out. Like, I mean, granted, a ghost dog, yeah, but if something goes right through you, like, would you even feel something? Like, that's the crazy part. The good news is that the hat was, in fact, a physical object. Yep. Cool, cool. Snatched it up before the mutt could take it back. Alright, crisis averted. Let's get out of here before I have to process what just happened. I made a beeline for the door, grabbed the handle, tried to turn it, and couldn't. I tried jiggling it again, then tried to turn the lock, sorry. It wouldn't budge. Oh, come on. Savannah peered out of a window, squinting a bit. Hey, guys. Don't look now, but I think someone just came home. Oh, that's creepy. What? Completely disregarding her advice, we all gathered around the living room window, where an ancient pickup truck had just appeared in the driveway. Its back fender appeared to have rusted off, large crack in the windshield. Looks like there's a figure coming out. Well, the door is locked, so I don't know what you expect us to go, or where you expect us to go. I said this despite frantically searching for an exit myself. Then there was the sound of a key entering the lock from the outside. Oh, what the hell? I'm not sure I would describe the thing that entered the house as human. Might have been once, but not so much. It resembled an old man, but sported dry grayish skin. But are we technically actually seeing this though? Like, is this kind of like a dream type of thing? Like, is he a ghost too? You know what I mean? I mean, he has to be, right? Most noticeably, the thing was missing most of the left half of its face. Yeah. None of us moved. None of us even breathed. Presumably, undead man shuffled into the house. Yep. I noticed the ghost dog was still around, albeit cowering under a table. Oh, that's not good. I gave Savannah, Brian, and Caleb a meaningful look, indicating door. Gotcha. The undead creature suddenly turned with surprising speed, lunging in our direction. Nah, fam, book it. Oh, damn. Okay, Savannah. Oh, we made it. Dope. Oh, it's already morning. Okay, yeah. What the heck was that? I don't know, but I can tell you I'm never eating mushrooms again. I leaned over with my hands on my knees to catch my breath. Let's just get back to the van. What? Our van doesn't go anywhere. What if that thing comes out here? Do you have a better idea? I don't know. Start walking? To where? Do you even know where we are? Pennsylvania, probably? Yeah, that inspires confidence. Guys, look. He pointed down the road where two pinpricks of light were visible and growing larger. What if it's that rusty pickup? Ooh. As the vehicle got closer, it turned out that it was, in fact, a pickup truck. But a much newer one than that jalopy in the woods. Okay. Driver was a stocky, bearded 30-something with a wad of chewing tobacco under his lip. Nice. As he poked around under the hood, we were informed that we were a few miles outside of Wheeling, West Virginia, which was admittedly fairly close to the Pennsylvania border. It ain't your radiator, it's the belt. Dope. Man pointed at the innards of the van as if any of us knew what we were looking at. Let me get some tools out of my truck. I'll get you fixed up. Nice. The man chatted idly as he worked on the van. It's probably best you don't hang around these parts anyways. There's a legend about this mountain. It says that this forest don't like things living in it, especially people. And anyone that tries, well, they wind up cursed, exiting in a state between life and death. Paws scratching his beard with greasy hand. That's the wives' tale anyway. Try not to lollygag around here myself. This man was true to his word and had the van up and running in about half an hour. That's actually pretty good. Belts suck, that's a fact. Brian almost cried, I think. He let us follow him into the city. I almost cried when my phone started picking up service again. Finally, we pull up to a cheap motel, which, believe it or not, is better than sleeping in the van, and I, for one, was exhausted. Okay. That was when we heard it. A soft woof from the back of our van. The dog came with us. Oh, you know why? I just literally remembered. Caleb put something in his pocket, didn't he? So the dog followed us. What do you have? Nothing. What would make you think that I have anything? Oh, see? Before I could respond, the thing behind Caleb's back revealed itself by passing right through his chest. Oh, hey, doggo. One moment I was staring dumbfounded at the dog, and the next I was shouting incoherently, pointing in its general direction while frantically waving my other arm. Well, I think it's probably because I took this. Ah, I did take the collar. Okay. Must have been what was keeping him trapped at the house. Why would you take that with you? Damn it. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. I don't know, I just do things sometimes, you know that. It doesn't mean you can steal things from haunted houses. Okay, well, unless you want to take it back. Oh, no, we're not going back there. Then can we keep him? Keep what? No, we're not keeping a ghost dog. But where else is he gonna go? Gestured towards the dog, who had a ghostly blue tongue lolling out of one side of its mouth. I don't know, drop him off at an animal shelter? Giving the dog a strange look. Well, it's not like we have to feed it or anything. Or let it out. I mean, it's dead. Wow. Brian was passed out in the seat next to the dog. Turns out he fainted. I feel like that counts as a no from him. His opinion doesn't matter even when he's awake. Just let him keep the stupid dog. I'll take good care of him. Caleb, do you remember the caterpillar you picked up and wanted to keep as a pet on the last tour? Sort of. Do you remember what happened to it? Turned into a butterfly? No, you sat on it. Wow, my boy. Really? Oh, that caterpillar. Yes, that's dead now. Yes, the one that's dead now, and also the reason you shouldn't have pets. But he's already dead. I can't make it worse. I mean, to be fair, he does have a point. The dog yawned and laid down on the floor of the van. I'm sure there's a way. Yeah, you might as well just keep the dog. Let's get some sleep already. I'm beat. What? Why do you get to decide? Because I have all of our money and the keys to the van, so you don't have a lot of leverage. She slid out of the driver's seat and into the parking lot. I opened my mouth to retort, then shut it again, climbed out of the van, and followed her to check in. Following evening, we sat inside a tiny green room at a tiny venue in some town I can't remember the name of. Posters are pretty cool. See, there I stared at the dead dog in the corner with mild agitation. The thing vanished every time someone other than the four of us entered the room, so at least we hadn't had to explain it. Adrenaline from the night before had worn off, and I had slept a little too well, so I was fighting the weird drowsiness that follows that, and didn't have it in me to stay mad. So what do we call it? Huh? The dog. Oh. Well, the tag on the collar is so worn that I can't read it, but I was thinking of calling him Thief. Why Thief? Pointed at my hat. Well, technically you kind of came up with it. Glanced upwards and pulled the hat farther down my head. Okay, yeah, that's fitting. Hey Savannah, you know how we were thinking of changing the band name because we found out that Bottleneck is also the name of that weird country rap group? Yeah, why? I think I have a new one. Go on. Don't I get any input? Nah, bro. They voted you out a while ago. What is it? Okay. Okay, let's try it out. I was smiling ear to ear as I jogged out on stage, waving to the crowd before launching into the first song in our set. After finishing, I put a foot on the monitor and looked out over the crowd of people occupying the small venue. Now, I know you guys might have seen a band called Bottleneck on the bill tonight, but let's be honest, most of you haven't heard of us anyways, because you're all here to see the headliners, am I right? A slightly hesitant, confused cheer came from the crowd. Saw some shrugs in the first few rows. Okay, that being the case, we're just going to go ahead and change the name. Took a step back, adjusting my hat. Hey, we are Stop Thief, and we're here to start this party. So that's how we got our new name, I guess. Steve has been tagging along with us for a few weeks now, since Caleb won't let go of the collar. Guess it's not so bad. So he didn't get a hold of Brian's favorite boxers. Nice. Ever since the incident in the abandoned house, though, we seem to have developed the habit of getting involved in some pretty strange stuff. Like, there was this thing living in the basement of a venue in Chicago. Don't really know how to describe it. Had tentacles or something. Anyways, there was also this band we opened up for in Boise that, like, I mean, not saying they were vampires, but they were definitely vampires. That's hilarious. There's also that shit with the payphone in the green room in Nebraska. Do you know they still had payphones? Caleb almost got talked into joining a cult. Man, they are like going through an adventure. And I'm 90% sure that the promoter at the last place we played was a werewolf. We're in between tours now and everyone's home, which is why I have some free time to write all this down. We're going back out next month because none of us want to have to get a real job. And honestly, I'm getting real bad feeling that our misadventures are far from over. I like that. That was really cool. Hey! Shoutouts to Hazu. The game was pretty cool. I really like the humor in it. Nice. As always, I'll leave a link to the game and to the page so you can check out the game yourself and see what else the creator is up to. But it was fun. I really like the humor. I thought they did very good with it. It was definitely more playful than I thought. More lighthearted, so. But yeah, if you get a chance, please throw a like or follow or subscribe or whatever it is. It really helps me out and I always appreciate it. But as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.